Kagli, and today I'm in the artist studio with Fauzia. Fauzia is from Bangladesh. She's a Daniel Smith brand ambassador. We're so welcome to have her here with us today. Fauzia, welcome.
Hello, John. Greetings from Bangladesh. Thank you.
Oh, you're so very welcome. So I wonder if you could introduce yourself, tell myself and the audience about you, and then if you could show us your studio, your artwork, and we'll just have a discussion.
Yep, sure. It's my privilege to be with you here today, and I'm very happy to be associated with Daniel Smith. So I have started my journey with art from 1992, but I have taken a gap for 15 years in between. That's why the lacking is there, because I had my marital and my maternal issues. So then I took a gap, and then I have started my journey with the art fraternity again, art world again, because this was my passion. I never thought of it that I will take it as profession, but now at least last 1 year, I'm determined to take it as a profession. So this is my studio, and here I'm working for last 4 years. This is my temporary studio. My permanent studio is under construction, and that is going to be a much bigger than this one. So this is my house come studio, of course.
Oh, excellent. And so, Fauzia, did you start in watercolors or did you start in oils? Where did you start your artistic journey?
I start from pencil sketch, drawing, which is the basic, fundamental. So I started sketching a lot of drawings, and then once I've established my drawing, I started with pastels, pencil colors, and then I've moved to oil. And then once I tried watercolor, I found this is my thing. You know, the click, you need to have that click. And since then, I am into watercolor, but I am very enthusiastic about oil painting because those has got some other effects. Those last longer. The effects the oil has, water will have some different effects. So, but I'm into watercolor. Recently, I'm doing some oil paintings because I have the urge to do that. Mostly, I'm doing watercolors. Yes.
Excellent. And so how many paintings do you do in a year?
My things take time. Good things take time, John. So if I work consistently, which I don't, I would say that I can finish 3 paintings a month if I work consistently, but I don't. So 12 to 15 paintings a year. So it depends. I'm trying to, work faster because in demonstrations, we have to work fast and we have to do something that in a very constrained timing. So I have to work faster. But the detail, I am into very detailed work, into very realistic and detailed work, and those takes time.
Oh, excellent. And so when you do your paintings, are you doing those from photos? Are you doing them from a creative side? What do you use as a tool for do your paintings?
Okay. See, our country is not very suitable for female artists for plein air. So it is not, if they're in a group, that's fine. But if the female is alone, it's not advisable to have plein air. So mostly female artists are studio artists in this country. And I work from mostly my own photo references. That's why I've taken a photography course so that I can take good photographs and then come to my studio and turn it into painting. And I use also Google Images or Pinterest, some other images, and I convert it into my thinking. And then I take reference, but I don't copy the whole image. So it's mostly from photographs.
And so I see behind you, you have a portrait of a woman. And I see you have a leaf on your wall. Do you do portraits, landscapes, abstracts, or do you do all of them?
All of them. I'm a person with varieties. I get bored with any stagnant subject. So I do everything. I do portraits, landscapes, floral. If you see my paintings, you'll find a lot of varieties over there. So that's why I need a lot of, most people ask me, why do you need so many colors? So because I'm into so many varieties that need to have so many colors. And as I told you, I'm a collector. I love to collect. That's the main reason I have so many colors.
I see that with your brushes behind you. So, do you do color study before you do a painting? Do you do studies,
Yes,
color study?
yes, extensively. Um, this is how I do my color study. I write the names because memorizing the DS colors names are quite difficult. You admit with me, right? So this is how I do my color study, and I see the shades actually, because actually the names and the shades you need to match with the names with the shade, because the name will say maybe it's green, but the color will come out blue. There are some colors like that.
Or Cascade
So
Green does that.
yes, yes, yes. So I have to, make a chart of it, see name of the colors, and every painting I make the chart of the colors I have used. Because anytime if anyone asks me that which colors has been used, so this is the chart of the painting, and that painting has got a title. That's
Very
how I'm.
nice.
Yeah, this is how I mix colors, the shadings. Yep, this is how. Always experimenting. This thing is very intrigued. It needs a lot of experiments. This is how I'm trying to do some, how the color blends, how the color goes, mixes, matches. You know, this is
Very
how
nice.
I'm. Yeah.
Excellent. And you do wet into wet. What is your favorite method?
My favorite method is wet on wet. Sometimes wet on dry on wet. But as I told you, a person, I'm an artist who is working varieties. So it depends on the subject that what it requires. So as compared to the subject, I take my ideas, I gather my ideas, then put them together. I keep quiet, I think, I make my mind process the whole thing, and then I just balance between my canvas and my mood and start painting.
So I was lucky enough to see Fauzia do a painting in Pune, India, and it was quite beautiful. I loved watching you do your work. It's although there you did it quite quickly, but it was very beautiful, very beautiful. So Faja, can you tell us about some of the brushes that you use, and are there any ones that are special or unique?
Unique brushes. I do collect a lot of signature brushes, but I don't really use them because they're damn expensive. Um, that I'm a collector, so I have them for display. But the brushes actually I use is the Vinci, and also they have all sorts of range. I would suggest all the artists, even if they are beginners, to invest in good materials, even if they're beginners. Da Vinci is coming with students quality and artist quality, professional quality. I would say even a student should start with the professional quality, because once you get used to it, then you get a hold on it. And these are investments. You don't get to buy a brush every day. So these stays with you, and these are very long lasting. I've got a full range of Ascora because this is my passion. It looks very gorgeous. And when it's in your hand, it looks like jewelry. So I like things like that. It's a shiny, flashy. That's what.
And
And of course,
do you prefer synthetic or natural?
sable and semi-synthetic. Synthetics are better for lifting colors and for some um, brushing, stippling, and those are very good. Synthetics are very good for those. But for soft watercolor, we do need natural hairbrush. It contains a lot of water.
Excellent. And before you show us some of now, I'm gonna tell the viewers watching, we're going to append quite a few of your pieces of art at the end of the video, just because
Yes.
throughout the world we're having some difficulties with the speed of the internet. So just want
Yes,
everybody to be knowledgeable. Fauzia's work is going to be located at the end of this video. Do you have anything beside you can show us, or will they just see it at the end?
Recently, I have thought of mastering in shells because I have seen the program Go with the Flow, and I've seen the majority of the artists, they are doing the cityscape and landscapes. So I thought of something different. I like to do floral work very much. I'm very much into green because the colors that attracts me most is um, it's like a world that mm, represent a world that represent alive and breathing, and the loyal greens are always alive, they are breathing. So I was with the green tones and the contemporary earth tones, of course. They simply relax me, they simply gets me into a mood to paint. So these are the connections you need to make with your materials first, and then sit quietly, gather ideas, think, plan. Planning is very important, and then you start with and drawing. Basically, drawing is the most important thing in painting. Recently, mostly, I think I see that people are mm, tracing or doing some sort of graphic designing or anything, and they're just painting. That is not art. Art has to start from scratch, which gives you the satisfaction, yes, I have done it all, this is my creation. Not not just tracing any drawing and just putting up colors is not called art. That is my perception.
Okay. And
So
so,
yeah,
no, I'll let you finish.
I have I think this is my recent painting. You have seen this one I have. This is a floral.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you. Here I have used 45 shades of colors. So people will not believe that it was 45 shades of colors. But yes, it is true.
Wow.
Even I know that these are already pre-mixed colors, but I am I don't know how I got it. Right when I started watercoloring, I just keep on mixing colors and just get the right shade. I don't know how it comes to me, but it does. And it comes like exact the shade I want. Okay, this is, and the shell I was talking about the earth tones that I told you, the greens and the earth tones. See,
It's beautiful.
this might also have 35 to 40 colors, shades on it. Yes, this is what I'm trying to master with shells, because I feel shells represent female. They're versatile, they're beautiful, they're soft from inside, but very strong from outside. So I think this is what I'm going to stick with for some time.
Is that one using a lot of granulating colors?
Yes, a lot of granulating and a lot of, this is, just a second, I need my glasses. I will tell you something. Yes, the luminescent colors. People has got some ideas that these colors are used only for teenagers who are making greeting cards and those things to decorate things, the luminous colors, the shimmers and things. But this is totally wrong. These colors can be used in master paintings as well. I have used a lot of shimmers and glitters in this. I'm not sure it's visible or not. Mostly is done by luminous color. And now recently I'm doing a very big full sheet, full imperial shell work, which is done by totally luminous color.
Okay.
So I don't really think that it is for only making greeting cards. It and if you see the shells in life, in real life, they shines. There is a shine.
Yeah.
So I can get the shines with these colors. I have made this thing with the luminous colors, and if you see, there are shades. If you can see that.
I can see that.
Yes, there are shades. So this is some people say that we try it, but there is no color on the paper when we try it. Yes, when we try it on black paper, we get it, but on white paper, we don't. Then how come I got it?
Yeah, I think what people when they use the luminescence, there's several different types of luminescence. So if you're using the iridescence will actually show up on white. The pearlescent will give you that shimmer. The interference has more difficult showing on white, but really pops on any type of dark. So iridescents, even though they're luminescent, show up very well on white.
You have to know when to use and what to use.
Yeah.
The shimmer you have to use over the dark, otherwise it won't show up.
Very
So I
nice.
think it worked really well for me. And thank you for making such good
Oh,
products. I mean,
boy.
these are just fantastic. I love painting for these.
My pleasure. So, Faja, you do presentations. I know that you take time talking to anybody that asks you questions. What tip or technique would you have for the viewers watching that you could offer them?
And when I would paint something, I would not want to tell them what it is. It is your inner artist that intuitively you need to find it out. And let the art and its flow talk to you about it. The tips is very important that do not go by the likes on your paintings, but please do not ignore the comments. People usually go by the likes, you know. If I've got 50 likes, oh my God, my painting is not good. Do not judge. Go by the comments. Do not ignore them. Because criticism is not right. Critics are always good. These are for your own good.
Okay.
Paint consistently, which I don't do at all. If you have your connection with your materials every day, you are bound to get better every day. Follow techniques, but do not follow style. Follow the master's paintings, how they're doing it, the techniques, but not their styles. Create your own style. Ask questions, as many as possible. Know the history. Keep experimenting. Explore the vast world of watercolor. I mean, and have deep relation with your surrounding wherever you're working, doesn't matter, in your studio, in linear, in demonstration, wherever. Keep a relation first, stand there for some time, be quiet, program yourself, set your mind, and then start. You remember, if you would remember, I was very shaky when I was giving my demonstration first time in Delhi. But these things that don't happen right now because I got used to it, and I now know the trick how to do the things.
Very good. Well, thank you.
Positive affirmations work very well. If you hear positive affirmations every morning, they will give you a boost like anything, and they will keep you motivated all the time. Because artists do get frustrated always. You know, randomly they're getting frustrated. So keeping us motivated is very important.
So, Faja, thank you very much. Fauzia, can you do give us a glance of your studio?
Sure. And in that case, I have to move my laptop. And
Okay.
give me a second, please. Tell me if you can see it properly, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going behind. I'm going back. Going back. Going back. So this is how the lights are.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like a lot of soft toys. I'm sure you won't call me kiddish, right? This is the carpet. I love it. It's the, of course, you know it. This is a
Very
Van
nice.
Gogh special.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm a very big fan of Van Gogh. My portfolio even have Van Gogh on it. And here I've got the pen holder which says Van Gogh. People say that I'm a freak. These are my collections of brushes. These are the dot cards. Can you see?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, some ambassadors I've received from them. Yet more to collect. I love decorating. Like when I'm in love with a brand. I love decorating and keep them, around me. There's a unique clock that I make. If you can see, it's a palette.
Yes, I see.
Yes. Yes. This is my table. And from here, I monitor my house because if I'm working, I have to see what's going around. So that's the CCs going on. Can you see that?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes. This is that Daniel Smith watercolor on canvas. This is a very big canvas. I'm going far. This is the first time I've done watercolor on canvas.
And Fauzia, did you use watercolor ground on that?
Yes, yes. No, I did not use any sort of ground.
You did
Nothing.
not.
Just on raw canvas.
Wow.
Yeah. The canvas cloth was brought from England, and that's why I didn't have wax on it. So that's how I got to make it done. But if any artists want to do that, they just can rub it with soapy water, the canvas, and then they can use watercolor easily on canvas. Because
Wow.
then the wax lifts.
That's very nice. Very interesting.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, that's more brushes. More and more brushes. Those are the things. And this is my DS collection.
Now, Fauzia made that it rolls up and she can actually bring that
Yes,
with.
yes, it rolls. And I'm not a pan worker. I travel always with my tubes. No matter how much I have to pay for my extra luggage, I will not work in pans. I like fresh colors from tubes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I also collect books. I read a lot of books. So yeah,
Excellent.
it is
Thank you.
small for me. It is indeed small for me, but I'm designing a bigger one.
Well,
And
thank you.
hopefully
Thank you very
within
much.
a year, we'll be shifting.
Thank you for the tour.
Do you like it?
I liked it. Yes. So everybody, Fauzia is going to put her artwork at the end of this video. So please look at her artwork. Fauzia, I want to say thank you very, very much for spending time with us today and showing us your studio and giving us input on tips and techniques. I miss seeing you this year. I look forward to seeing you next year.
Hopefully.
And I wish you and your family health and wellness.
Same to you, John. It was a pleasure having an interview with you. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.